Alright, so today I need to make a linkage for the passenger side. The door lock linkage is missing, of course. So I do have one to mock up with, but I need to go ahead and make another one. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to go ahead and just put some threads on the end of this rod, and then we'll bend it up to match with the other one. Alright, so I got my little wire form here, and gotta get these bins put in it. We got the threads put on. So I made this simple little bender for stuff like this a while back. It's just a plate of aluminum and a couple blocks for controlling how the wire is being held. So I'll go ahead and bend this up, and you'll watch and see like how I generally get it in there, because it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just going to put it in there and kind of mark where I need to bend to, and you're going to end up over bending a little bit because it's going to spring back. So I'll kind of mark about where I think it's going to need to bend to and where this one's at, and I'll figure it out from there and just go down the line and get each bend done. The last bend, which is a 90, I might have to do that by heating it up and bending it, because it's pretty sharp and I don't want that to crack, because the steel that I got is kind of cheap, so I don't trust it to be able to hold that form, especially because I don't have radiuses like built into all this. If I did, then it would make it a lot easier for the metal to form around, but since I don't have that, I'll get the most of it done, and then on that last bend I'll do that with a torch. And that's just gotta come around, and I'll do that with the torch real quick. Well, my memory filled up while I was bending this, but I got the 90 in there now. So now I just gotta let that cool down for a little bit and compare it, see if there's any more tweaking needs to be done, and then cut off the excess and see if I can fit it in the car. So on to my next fun issue with getting this door assembly finished. There's supposed to be some plastic pieces that this would fit into. Right now it's like you put that in there, well, the thing's just gonna fall right out. So I gotta make new clips, because I looked online and I couldn't really find anything that looked like some of the other ones that were in there. There's some that are similar, but you know what, it's for what they want to charge for them, it doesn't make sense to buy them. I can just make them here. People want like, you know, $30 for like a couple little tiny pieces of plastic. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just gonna make a couple new ones, and I'll see if I can get those to work. Alright, so it's probably more work than I should have put into just this little plastic piece, but at least I didn't have to buy it. So that'll fit into that inside the door. And then like that. So, I mean, it'll work exactly like the old ones, but I had some material laying around and a little bit of time on my hands, so go ahead and do it myself. Save myself a few bucks. I know most people don't have a machine shop that they can do something like that, but if you do, might as well. Alright, so I got the wire forms in there. I got the little plastic pieces I just made put in. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that down there. There's that one at the end there. Now, I also realized that I put in new locks on this because I didn't have any on it, and I have no wire form for that at all. So I need to figure out how to get it from there down to right there. So I gotta finagle something in there to, like a piece of copper wire or something, and make up a form, and then I can make it out of steel. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of in and out and a lot of cussing. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll come back. Alright, so I got a general idea of what I'm making here. This one I got bent up and fitted in there, and it works with the key now, so I gotta make one more for the other side and try it a bunch of times and make sure it doesn't lose its shape. The hole in the lock part has a smaller hole, so I had to go with a little bit smaller diameter wire, and I kind of wish it was a little bit thicker. Might open up the hole in the key just so that I can put something a little bit thicker in there, but we'll see. I'll try this one a bunch of times and see how well it goes. Worst case scenario, I gotta make another one down the line. And of course, this side is missing one of those little plastic holders, and I only made 4, and now I need another one. So I gotta go make one more of those, make that second wire form for this side, and then I can put it all back together. Just always one more thing. That's the way it goes. Get it done. Alright, got the new plastic made, got the new wire form made, going to the lock. And everything's working good on that. So, everything in the door is together. So I don't have to keep procrastinating on that, because I've been dreading it for a while, because I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. Not only is working in these tight quarters a pain, but I knew I was going to have to fabricate a few odds and ends. But it ended up not being too terrible, so hopefully I don't run into too much more really oddball stuff like that. But I probably will. It'll be alright.